we graph a rational function? The most important thing is to understand that the asymptotes, once you determine those, then everything else will fall into place. And you can just use a calculator and find some points, but as long as you get the asymptotes correct, you will be fine. The first is, let's review how to find the vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptotes happen whenever we are dividing by zero, which is not allowed. Okay, so the graph is going to like break at that point. And when are we dividing by zero? When the bottom is zero. Okay, in this case, it's pretty easy. So if you just set x minus 5 equal to 0, that gives you x equals 5. So that is going to be your vertical asymptote. Okay, now the horizontal asymptote is a horizontal line. So if we're going to have any, it's going to be y equals something. But what is the something? Well, look at your function and disregard all the terms except the ones that have the largest power of x. Well, on the top, there's only one term, so there's nothing to disregard. So we'll just keep that one. But on the bottom, which one is more important, the x or the 5? Think of x being a million. Of course, the million is more important. So I'm just going to cross this out. What will I get? I will get negative 3x divided by x. And you can see that the two powers that are the same will cancel out. So just cancel the x and you get your negative 3. So the horizontal asymptote is negative 3. Now, if you're graphing this by hand, you're going to need a lot more points than what I will need. I only need the asymptotes for my tool and one point on the graph. The easiest thing to do is to just plug in x equals 0. So if I plug in x equals 0 in here, now I actually need to get rid of that, whatever it was in there. Okay, so I need to exit. So if I plug in x equals 0, I'll get what? Negative 3 times 0 and then divided by 0 minus 5. Okay, well, any number times 0 is 0. So on the top you get 0. On the bottom you're going to get negative 5. What is 0 divided by negative 5? Now this is actually something that a lot of students misunderstand. They think that 0 on the top is a problem. It's 0 that on the bottom a problem. If you have a 0 on the top, that's not a problem at all because 0 over a number is just 0. If you don't believe me, that's fine. You just use the calculator. Make a fraction, replace the x with empty parentheses, and then plug in whatever you want in the empty parentheses, whatever you want to evaluate. So let's say I want to evaluate it at 0, so I'll just put 0, and it tells me that's 0. Okay, so for the vertical, we got x equals 5. For the horizontal, y equals negative 3. And I only need 1 point, which I already saw that 0, 0 was a point. So to place the asymptotes, you need to find where is x equals 5. So that would be like right here, right? And then y equals negative 3. So that's a point. 5, negative 3, place it there, and you will see the asymptotes. And then one more point. So I know that it's 0, 0, so I'll just place the point right there. And that's it. That's my graph.